Hello, students. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in to the sweet sounds of reading TV. Now, I'm Tutor Vanessa, and my job is to make sure that you're able to break down the sounds inside of any words so that you can read anything. Now, with that being said, let's get started with today's class. Here we go. Now, in today's class, we're going to talk about signals. More specifically, we're going to talk about 3 signal vowels. And the 3 signal vowels are the letters E, I, and Y. And the reason they're called signal vowels is because, like a stoplight, they serve as a signal. And whenever you see one of these vowels, E, I, or Y, after a specific letter, it's your signal that a sound change is about to happen, all right? So, let's see how this works. Let's start with the letter C. Now, you'll recall many classes back, way back in the beginning, we talked about what the letter C being a bounce sound, right? And it's home sound, or you can think of it, it's ground sound, if you will. It makes the k sound. It's a hard bouncing sound, right? So in beginner words, or I should say starter words, whenever you saw the letter C in a word, it was a bounce sound, right? And it makes that hard sound. K, k, k. You try it. K, k, k. Unless it was formed with a partner H, right? And we learned about the ch sound that CH partners make. But by itself, when it's not partnered with the letter H, the letter C makes the k sound, right? All right then. But now that's in the beginner words. Now, in level 3 words, or I want you to think of this like adult words. Whenever the letter C partners with one of the 3 signal vowels that we talked about, E, I, or Y, the letter C, the bounce sound C, turns into like a slide sound S. And what sound does the slide sound S make? All right, so we're going to get into this a little deeper in the class, but just know this. When the bounce sound C is partnered with one of the 3 signal vowels, E, I, or Y, the C turns into an S sound. And so the new partner sounds something like this. Repeat after me. Se. All right? And the partner CI says sit. And the partner CY says sit. All right? So as you can see, again, one more time, when the bounce sound C partners with one of the signal vowels, the bounce sound C turns into the letter S sound. And what that means is that when you sound out that word, when you see that partner, that letter C, you're going to sound out, and you're going to make the S sound, okay? Good job. All right, let's move right along. Now, I want you to call your attention to the stop sign of the traffic light on the screen here, right? So whenever you're in the car with your mom or dad and you see a traffic light, there are basically 3 lights, right? There's a red light, a yellow light, and a green light. So the red light means stop, right? The yellow light means slow down, right? Slow down and get ready to stop or get ready to go, right? And then the green light means go. So I want you to always think of this traffic signal. Whenever you see the letter C, I want you to stop. When you see the letter C, I want you to look for a signal vowel, E, I, or Y, and I want you to listen for the sound change, okay? All right? So again, when you see the letter C in a word, what are you going to do? There's 3 things you're going to do. You're going to stop. You're going to look for a signal vowel, and you're going to listen for a sound change. Because remember, the sound change means that the letter C has turned into the S sound, all right? So that signal vowel, partnered together, turns that C to an S sound, all right? Good job. Let's move right along. So now we're going to officially start the class. So here goes. When the letter C joins the signal vowel partner E, we marry the partners, da, 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 and we listen for the new sound. And the new partner sound is se. You say it, se. So let's repeat this new partner sound here on the screen. Let's repeat this sound. Let me highlight it for you here. Let's repeat this sound 3 times. I'll say it first, and then you say it. Se, se, se. You say it. Se, se, Se. Good job, good job, good job. All righty then. All right, so moving right along. All right, so we're going to listen for the se partner sound as we practice sounding out these three words together, okay? So I'll say it first and then you say it. All right, this very first word here. So remember the stop signal, the stop sign signal. When you see a letter C in a word, anywhere in the word, you got to stop, look, listen for a sound change, right? So in this word, the letter E, the letter C is followed by the signal vowel E. So the sound change is going to be se when you sound out the word. So this word is sell, sell. Now there are a couple of types of sell. It could be like a cell phone, or it could be like a cell, like when you're inside of a cage or a prison, a cell. All right. Let's do the second one. All right, so when the signal vowel E partners with the letter C, it changes to the S sound. So the sound of this word is cent. You say it, cent. Now this cent means like money, like a coin. It could be a penny, a nickel, or a dime, or a quarter. Cent. Okay, like when I was a little girl, penny candy used to cost 1 cent. It was called penny candy, 1 cent. All right, and this very last word, there's the letter C, and it's followed by a signal vowel E. So remember, there's a sound change when you sound out this word. And also this word has one more partner. Excuse me. There you go. ER. All right, so to sound out this word is center. Center. You say it. Center. So when you're in the middle of something, and like in a circle right in the middle, you're in the center of the circle. Center. Good job. All right. Moving right along. So this is going to be a part of your homework. I want you to practice this page when you get it home. And this is the eye tracking exercise where you're going to track using your eyes only. So when you're tracking the partner sound or sounding out the word that features a partner sound, your eyes should track like so, right? You're going to hold the page up and you're going to use your eyes to track. But we're going to do it in class together, all right? Ready? Go. Se, sell. Se, cement, se, scent, se, cancel, se. Good job, good job. All right. So we're going to take away the lines and we're going to do it one more time. All right. So again, this is just eye tracking practice to make sure that you can read from one line of text to the next and not lose your place. So this is getting your eyes ready to read large, or I should say, large volumes or large amounts of words or big stories or big words or big books or whatever, right? So let's do it together. Ready? Go. Se, sell, se, cement, se, scent, se, cancel, se. Good job. Now, if by chance you weren't able to keep up, when you get your homework packet, what are you going to do? You're going to slow it down, and you're going to do this exercise as fast or as slow as you want or need to, okay? Good job, good job, good job. Moving right along. More homework, and this is just the printing or the writing part of the homework, where you're going to take this sheet in your homework packet, and you're going to practice tracing the CE partner, and then you're going to write the three words that feature the CE sound. This is for all three levels. This is for levels 1, 2, and 3. And for levels 2 and 3, you're just going to take it to the next level, so to speak. And you're going to do this one more time, but you're going to do this exercise in cursive. Okay? Good job. Good job. All right. Now let's talk about the letter E. All right? Now the letter E, I want you to know this. This is the busiest, hardest working letter in the whole alphabet. Now we've learned 26 different alphabet or 26 different letters, and we've learned how to partner them up to make new sounds, but there's 26 individual or separate letters, and this letter E is one of the hardest working letters in the alphabet. If it were a singer, it would be like James Brown. There was a soul singer named James Brown. They said he was the hardest working entertainer. But this letter E does more work than all the other letters, or it has more sound out responsibilities or codes. All right. So let's just talk about a few. All right. Now remember we learned a while back that at the end of a word, the letter E is silent, right? Doesn't make a sound. So one of its jobs is that it remains silent whenever it's at the end of a word, okay? What else does it do? Now this letter E, it's also a signal vowel, right? Because whenever you see this letter E and it's following a letter C, that's your signal, right? That's your signal that there's a sound change. But notice in these three words, the letter E is doing two things. It has two jobs. Number one is silent. Number two, it's a signal. All right. So let's sound out. Now using the sound out clues that I provided for you, can you sound out this very first word, D-A-N-C-E, without me telling you? Now my levels 2 and 3, you probably know this word, so I want you to not check out mentally. I want you to hang in there with me because I want you to see the code. So I want you to kind of talk it out, all right? My levels 1 students, what about you? Can you figure out this very first word? Now, did you say dance? Good job. Dance, like, you know, when you remember we used to dance out the sound. We used to dance out the letter sounds. You know, there were 4 moves, right? There was slide, bounce, quickie, 2 breath air, dance, right? The bust a move. All right. So for my levels 2 and 3, those of you that figure this out ahead of time, I want you to talk it out. I want you to know what's going on here. Oh, the E is silent, and it's a signal of changing that C to an S. So when I sound it out, it's going to say S, right? Dance. So again, my levels 2 and 3, if you know these words, I want you to talk it out in your head because when the words get more difficult or challenging, you'll be able to talk it out if you need to, all right? Now look at the very second word. Using the sound out clues that I provided for you, can you sound out this word? Did you say fence? Like the fence that surrounds your house, right? The fence. It keeps dogs out of your yard. Fence. Good job. Again. So again, you see this letter E, this hard-working E. It has 2 jobs in this word. It's silent. And it's a signal, right? It's a signal that It's a signal that there's a sound change, and the sound change is the letter S. Fence. What about the last one? Using the sound out clues that I provided for you, can you sound out this word? Now, did you say sense? Like, this is a different kind of sense, not the sense when we talked about C-E-N-T-S, money. This is like a period of time, like since the last time we learned about the letter E, we've learned something new, right? Since. All right. So again, as you can see in these 3 words, the letter E has 2 jobs, right? It has 2 jobs. Now, let's see if it does anything else. Now remember, how about this one? The letter E also turns into a tagger, right? At the end of a word, the letter E is silent, and it can hop over one letter. If it lands on a vowel, it says tag, say your name, right? And by saying its name, when you sound out the word, that means it says its letter name instead of its letter sound. So this particular word, using the sound out clues that I provided for you, can you figure out or can you sound out this word? Now, did you say race? Good job, race. Now, I want you to notice something about the letter E in this word. In this word, it has 3 jobs. Job number 1, it's silent. Job number 2, it's a signal because it's following that C. It's a signal for a sound change. And job number 3, it's a tagger. All right. So as you can see, the letter E is one of the hardest working letters in the alphabet. So this word is race. Good job. Good job. All right. Moving right along. So let's do a little tag the vowel practice here. Okay. Very first word. Can you sound out this word before I give you the answer? Did you say ace? Like you ace the sound out test for the letter E. Ace. And in ace, see the 3 jobs? Silent, signal, tagger. Good job. What about this word? Did you say face? Like, see my face? In your face. Good job. Face. And again, look at this letter E. 3 jobs. What are the 3 jobs? You tell me first, and then I'll tell you. What's the 3 jobs of the letter E? Silent. It's a signal, and a signal to a sound change, and it's a tagger. Face. Good job. What about this word? Mice. Did you see mice? All right. So again, the letter E, silent, signal, tagger. Mice. Good job, good job, good job. All right. So were you able to crack the code for these 3 words? Good job. All right. Moving right along. So let's talk about the letter E one more time before we go, right? Remember I said it's one of the hardest, busiest working letter sound out codes of all the letters in the alphabet. And here are just some of its jobs. It is a sound picture, right? Sound picture that makes the eh sound. It's a sliding sound. That means eh. But you can hold or slide the sound as long as you need to, right? And still make one single solitary sound. It's one of the key vowel sounds, the 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U. It's one of the key vowel sounds. Let's go back up here for a second. It's also a wizard sound. That means it's a deep sound. All right. It's a tagger. It's a signal. It's a part of a 2 vowels go to walking. The first one does the talking. And it's silent. Again, if you can decode this letter E, whenever you see this letter E in a word, depending on where it is and who it's partnered with, if you can just get that down just like that, ooh, you'll be able to sound out a whole lot of stuff, all right? So again, so it's one of the hardest working letters in the alphabet. So now we're going to learn something a little bit different about the signal vowel partner, right? And it's called a middle link partner. And what that means is that whenever you have 2 different partner sounds side by side in a word, those 2 partners share that middle letter, right? And so we call them middle link partners. So look at the words on the look at the not the word. Yeah, but look at the word on the screen. So this word, C-O-N-C-E-R-T. Now on levels 2 and 3, you might know what this word is already. But again, don't check out mentally. I need you to stay with me because you need to be able to talk it out when we get to really bigger words. My level 1 students, now look at this word. Now, in this word, you see CE is a partner because remember, whenever you see the letter C, no matter where it is in a word, I want you to stop. Look for a signal and then remember the sound change. And this very first C, you see a C? Is that a signal vowel? Nope, because the signal vowels are E, I, or Y. So you know when you sound out this word, this first C is going to make the K sound. But look at this second C. Stop. Do you see a signal vowel? Yes, you do. You see the letter E. So you know when you sound out this word, this C is going to make the S sound. But right next to it is the ER partner, right? So you see the se partner and you see the partner, and they're right next to each other. So instead of this word being spelled C-O-N-C-E-R-T, they share that middle E. Okay, so look at it this way: C-O-N-C-E-E-R-T. So this is why they're called middle link partners, because they share that middle sound, right? But here's the catch: they don't necessarily make 2 different partner sounds. So check this out, all right? After the signal vowel E does its work, that means after it changes that C to an S sound, it kind of clowns around and stays silent when you sound out the word, okay? So I know this might sound like a whole bunch of stuff to learn, but it's not. But just hang in with me for a second. So again, so after the C changes after the E, the signal E changes the C to an S. When you sound out the word, the C kind of the E. I'm sorry, I'm blanking out here. The E remains silent. So this word, so it's pronounced sir. It's almost like you can hear the S sound and the R sound, sir. So the sound of this word would be concert. Okay? Now, it might be a little difficult at first, but just hang in there with me. Because see the CE partner and the ER partner. So you don't pronounce this word concert, because they're sharing that middle sound. And so this middle, the middle sound that they're sharing is silent. So you can kind of see the picture here. So you can see if this was the C, the E, and the R, so that E remains silent when you sound out the word concert, okay? And I'm probably making it more difficult than it really is, but I just wanted you to see what's going on with these middle link partners, okay? And I think you're going to get it just like that in a few moments, okay? So here we go. Using the codes, the sound out codes that I provided for you in this word, can you sound out this word? Now I'm going to tell you the letter O is clowning around saying aw, like aw, shucks, aw, all right? And you see these two guys, remember the twin? So whenever you see twin sound, there's identical letters, but two identical letters, they make one sound, this twin sound, right? And then you see the middle link partners, where two partners are side by side in a word. They share that middle sound. And once that middle sound, that signal sound, does this work and changes the C to an S, when you sound it out, it's clowning around, all right? So sound out that word for me. Now, did you say officer? Good job, officer. It's like a high-ranking policeman. You might call a police person an officer. Good job, right? Good job, good job, good job. Let's try one more. Oh, or not. I thought I had one more for you there, but that's all right. So this is a part of your homework as well, where you're going to show your stuff. You're going to show your sound out your skills, I should say, and you're going to work with your mom or your dad or your reader teacher to sound out the words on this page. Now remember, whenever the letter E is at the end of a word, remember it has three possible jobs. Not always, but it has three possible jobs. Okay. So again, you're going to work with somebody, a reader, teacher, to help you with this page, and to make sure that everybody stays engaged. You read a word, and then they read a word. You read a word, and then they read a word. And another thing you should do is to use every single word in a sentence, all right? Because we want you to understand what you're reading, not just sounding out words, okay? So again, so that is a part of your homework. Now, this is the second part of the homework. Now, these words are a little more advanced. It's really more for my my levels 2 and 3, but for my level 1 students who've been practicing and practicing, you can do this page as well. Okay, all right then. So, and just remember, in these particular words, there are some middle link partner sounds, right? Where two partners side by side in a word, they share that middle partner. Okay, so again, this is a part of your homework. And for some of the words that appear to be too difficult, none of them are too difficult. If you've been practicing, just get some scratch paper out, write the words, on the paper, and use any tool that you need to. You can dance it out. Remember, we dance the sounds. You can sandwich the partner, right? Or sandwich the vowel, all right? Or you can just take your time and just sound out each and every word, okay? Whatever works for you. That's why we've been doing all this practicing, learning all these different ways to sound out a word. So you use the tool that's best for you, okay? And again, this is a part of your homework. What's next? All right, so let's do a quick review. The three signal vowels are E, I, and Y. And these three letters are signals because just like a stoplight, it's a signal for you to be on the lookout to go or for a sound change. Now we just learned about the letter E, right, partnered with the letter C. Now let's learn about the letter C partnered with the second signal vowel, I. All right, here we go. When the letter C joins the signal vowel I, we marry the letters and slide the new S plus vowel sound together, right? So the new sound is si, all right? Okay? So this partner sound, again, sounds like si. So I want you to repeat the signal vowel partner sound 3 times. I'll say it first, and then you say it. Go. Sit, 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 sit. All right. All right. Good job. All right. Tutor Vanessa needs to get it together, kind of. All right. Here we go. All right. So I want you to listen for the sit partner sound as you practice sounding out these 3 words that feature the signal vowel partners CI. Now, so remember, once again, whenever you see the letter C, what are you going to do? What are the 3 steps you're going to do immediately in your mind? You're going to stop. You're going to look for it, listen. You're going to stop if you see a C, look for a signal vowel, listen for a sound change. So in each of these 3 words, the signal vowel is the letter I. So the very first word is acid. You say it, acid. Acid is a type of chemical that if you get some on your skin, it'll burn. Acid, right? The next word is city. You say it, city. All right. So in this word, you see a letter C. Look for a signal vowel I. Sound it out. And the letter Y at the end of a word. Remember we learned this a long, long time ago also. Whenever the letter Y is at the end of a word and there's another vowel in the word, it clowns around saying E, right? So city, right? So like, I live in a city, city. All right. Next one. Signal vowel I changes the C to an S sound. And you remember this CH partner sound? Ch, right? See how this C is followed by an H, not a signal vowel. So ch, it's a partner. So this word is cinch, cinch. And there's a couple of definitions for the word cinch. It could mean something that you learn, like that's or something that's very easy, like it's a cinch to learn. Or if you pinch, back in the old days, women used to cinch their waist. So their waist, they made their clothes tight like a girdle, and they would cinch their waist to make their waist look small. Cinch. All right. Best I can do off the top of my head. All right. Homework, homework, homework. So this is the eye tracking exercise. And in this, again, you're going to just, when you do your homework, you're going to use your eyes only to track. You're going to work the eye muscles, right? Get the muscles, those eyes all fit so that you can read longer stories, all right? So let's do it together. Ready? Go. Sit, city, sit, pencil, sit, cigar, sit, cinch, sit. Big ups. So when you get your homework, we're going to take away the lines and you're going to do it one more time. We're not going to do it in today's class. This is kind of a big class, kind of a longer class. So we need to move on. But when you get your homework, practice the second part where you take away the lines. Good job, good job, good job. Homework, homework, homework. This is the writing part where you're going to use the tracing pages for the CI partners to write the CI partners and the 3 words that feature the CI partners. That's for all 3 levels, but for levels 2 and 3, you're going to do the same thing one more time. You're just going to do it in cursive. Good job. All right. Now let's talk about the tagger E. Tag the vowel E, right? So look at this very first word here. Can you sound out that word? Excite. Did you say excite? Good job. I feel a degree of excitement. Excite, right? Because you're learning this new skill, and this is one of the most important skills, second from the tagger E, the signal vowel skill, because most of the words that you're going to encounter will have will follow the signal vowel rule. Okay, so excite, and remember in this word, the letter E, 3 jobs. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. It has 2 jobs. It's silent and it's a tagger. Silent is a tagger. Excite. All right. What about this one? Can you sound out this word for me? Decide. Decide. Good job. So again, the tagger E tags the I, but this I is a signal that changed the C to an S. So sort of this I has 2 jobs, doesn't it? It changed the C. It's a signal that changed the C to an S sign, but it was tagged also. So decide. Good job. Decide. I decide, or will I decide to teach you more about the signal vowels, partner CI? Yes, I will. Good job. All right. Middle link partners. Remember, we just talked about middle link partners. Whenever there's two partners side by side in the word, they share that middle sound. All right. So in this word, you see a letter C. What are you supposed to do when you see a C? Stop. Look for a signal sound. I see an I. Remember the sound change. So the C now, when you sound it out, sounds like an S. But right next to it, there's an IR partner, right? So they share that middle sound. These two partners side by side share the middle partner. So you can see CIIR. Okay? Good job, good job, good job. But when you sound it out, remember, once the signal vowel does its thing, changing the C to an S, it's silent. It clowns around it and it stays silent. So, using the sound out clues that I provided you and knowing what you know about middle link partners and signal vowels and all that other jazz, can you sound out that word for me? Did you say circle? Good job, circle. Okay, because now think about this: two partners side by side, so it looks like circle. You see the si, you see the but they share that middle partner, that middle letter, circle, and the letter E is just silent at the end of the word because it hops over the L, lands on a C. That's not a vowel. So just remember, if a tagger doesn't take a vowel, don't you weep? The tagger E just goes to sleep. So just silent. Circle. So a circle is like going around and around in a circle. Good job. Good job. Using the sound out clues that I provided for you, and remember about the middle link partner rule. Can you sound out this word? Did you say circus? Good job, circus. Have you ever been to a circus and saw the trapeze artists? Those are the guys and the girls who walked on the high wire way up in the sky. Circus. And there were elephants and peanuts and clowns and circus. Good job. Good job, good job, good job. All right, so this is your homework practice where you're going to work with a parent or a reader teacher, and you're going to sound out these words. You're going to show your stuff. So, all right, you're going to practice, practice, practice. And if you're having any problems with any of these words, go back over the signal vowel rules, or again, get a sheet of paper. Use all the tools that you've learned so far and how to sound out these words, okay? Good job. All right. Dun, da, da, da. Let's review again. What are the three signal vowel partners? E, I, and Y. What's up next? Y, right? Because we've learned about the signal vowel CE, the signal vowel CY. CI, I should say. Now it's time to do CY. Right? Alrighty then. So now I think you've got it, right? Makes sense now. Doesn't it? I think so. All right. So when the letter C joins a signal vowel Y, the cousin Y, we marry the letters together and we slide the new S plus vowel sound together and it makes the S sound. S. All right. Now, remember, the letter Y is a breath air sound. You say to make this sound, you just push air from the back of your throat. You do it. All right. So to sound out this partner would be S, S, S. But there's a catch. It only says S when it's in the beginning or in the middle of a word. Okay. It's going to make sense in a moment because remember I said when the letter Y is at the end of a word and there's another vowel, it always makes the E sound. But this rule for this partner, when the letter Y, when the CY partner, when the signal vowel CY partner is in the very beginning of a word or in the middle of a word, it's pronounced S, S. All right. See, this is a very important class. There's a lot to learn in this class. But if you take your time and you do it step by step, everything's going to make sense, right? All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back for one quick second. Let's make let's repeat this new partner sound 3 times. I'll do it first and then you do it. S, S, S. You do it. S, S, S. Good job, good job, good job. All right, so let's practice, right? Let's practice what we just learned. So I want you to listen for that partner sound as we practice sounding out and reading these words. I'll do it first. sickle, sickle. All right, you do it, sickle, like a icicle or a popsicle, sickle. All right, cylinder, cylinder. You say cylinder. It's like a type of machine, a cylinder. All right. But now here's the second problem. We just talked about this we just talked about this a few moments ago. If the signal vowel partner CY is at the end of a word, it's pronounced C. C. Now that Y is kind of a tricky one, right? Because the letter Y makes that sound C. C. Right? Remember, let's go back for a second. If it's at the beginning or the middle of a word, it's S, S, like air. But if it's at the end of a word, you're going to add the E to it. So it's going to be C, C, C. All right. All right. So let's try it. You're going to say it we're going to say this 3 times. I'll say it first and then you say it. C, C, C. You say it. C, C, C. So it kind of sounds like C, like I see you, but you put a Y sound, a breath air. C, C, C. Good job. All right. All right. So I want you to listen for the C partner sound as you practice sounding out these words, or as we practice sounding these words. All right. So let's send it a little better. I'll do the first one. Listen. Fancy. You do it. Fancy. Like, you're so fancy. I guess that was a song last summer. It was pretty hot. You know, the fancy. I won't sing it, but fancy. You know, something really out there. Fancy. Good job. All right. The next word is juicy. You say juicy. And notice the word juicy, it has 2 partners, but they're not side by side per se, because UI and CY, so it's 2 separate partners, okay? Juicy. Like I love to eat a really juicy apple that's full of water. Juicy. And the last one, mercy. You say it, mercy. Like if you're running, if you're having a contest with somebody and you can beat them, you might show them a little mercy and not beat them so bad. Maybe even let them beat you. Mercy. Good job. All right. So this is your eye tracking exercise homework, where you're going to sound out the signal vowel CY partner, and you're going to sound out the words that have it. All right. So let's do it together. This first one, right? C, sickle, C, fancy, C, juicy, C, mercy, C. And you notice that only sickle had the CY partner at the beginning of the word, so that's why it's pronounced C, right? I'm sorry, sit, sit. It's like air, but at the end it's C, C. So it's a little bit, it takes a little, this is going to take a little practice for this partner sound, but remember, practice makes perfect, all right? So when you get your homework packet, you're going to take away the lines. You're going to do it one more time. We're not going to do it in today's class because we need to, we need to stay on track, or because it's such a long class, but you're going to do the second part, right, in your homework packet. Good job. More homework where you're going to practice printing the CY, the signal vowel CY partners, and you're going to write the 3 words that feature the signal vowel partners. This is for all 3 levels. And levels 2 and 3, you know the game, right? You're going to do it again, but you're going to do it in cursive. All right, good job. Alrighty then. Show your stuff. Show what you know. So you're going to work with your mom or your dad or a reader teacher, and you're going to sound out these words that feature the CY partner. Now you notice here these 1, 2, 3, 5 words. They look a little challenging. They look a little hard, but remember, for those that know the letter sounds codes, there's no such thing as a word too big or too hard to read. So just take your time, sound out these words. Sandwich the vowel. Right? Identify the partner, mark out the types of sounds, dance it out, whatever you need to do for this to work for you, for these tools that we've been learning during all these classes. But I think all 3 levels can sound these words out. But if you need a little help, ask your mom or dad for my level 1 students. Okay? Good job. Moving right along. Clown sounds. Let's talk about clown sounds. Remember we learned about clown sounds way back in class number 15. All right? So, using the sound out clues that I provided for you, can you sound out this word before I give you the answer? And let me just tell you, the letter O in this word is clowning around saying, wah. It's making the W-U sound. Wah, wah, wah. Okay? So, sound out that word for me. Now, did you say once? Good job. Good job. Give yourself a hand. Once. Like once upon a time, there were unicorns. Once. Once. Something that you do once, all right? So again, look at the O is clowning around saying what? You see a letter C. What are you supposed to do when you see a letter C? Would you immediately, 3 things come to mind. Stop, look, listen, stop. You see a C. Look for a signal vowel. Listen for a sound change. Once. Big ups, big ups, big ups. Let's do it again. Let me send this a little better on the screen. Using the sound out clues that I have provided for you, can you sound out this word before I give you the answer? Okay, so there's quite a few codes going on in this word, right? You can see that the letter S is clowning. The first S is clowning around, being silent. You see a C followed by a signal, so you know that I changes that S, that C to an S sound. You see the twins. Remember, when you see twins, 2 identical twins, they make 1 sound. All right, and then this last partner that should be saying or. It's clowning around saying all right? So, what's this word? Now, did you say scissor? Good job, scissor. So, did you see the code, right? This is like behind the scenes. What's going on behind the scenes? The letter sound codes for this word. Scissor. A scissor is just a tool that you use to cut things. Scissor. Good job. All right. Remember, no word's too hard for you guys. Let's do it again. All right, so using the sound out clues that I provided for you on the screen, can you sound out this word before I provide you or give you the answer? Let me give you some clues here, or help you decode the codes. And in this word, the letter I, remember we talked about this a long time ago. Whenever you see a little teeny tiny line over one of the vowels, that's your clue, or that's your tip that that vowel is clowning around saying its letter name, or its long vowel sound, if you like, right? So in this word, the letter I is clowning around saying I see a letter C. What's the 3 things you're supposed to automatically do when you see a C? Stop, look, listen for a sound change. You stop. You look for a signal. There's that signal Y. Remember the sound change. So you remember that C is now, when you sound it out and pronounce it, it's going to make the S sound. All right? And remember the CY partner. Remember the letter Y says C. And the letter E, I didn't put that on there, but the letter E is at the end of the word. It's silent. It's like it goes to sleep because it doesn't tag a vowel. If a tagger doesn't tag a vowel, don't you weep? The tagger E just goes to sleep. All right? So what's the word? Bicycle, right? Bicycle. Good job, right? Do you have a bicycle? If you do, what color is it? And if you don't, what color bicycle would you like to have if you had a bike? Bicycle. Good. Big ups. But see, now for my levels 2 and 3 students that maybe you knew this word, but look at the code, right? So if you can start to identify the codes in these smaller words, when you get to bigger words, you'll just see the codes automatically in your mind, okay? Good job, good job, good job. What's up next? All right, time to show you stuff, right? So in this part of your homework exercise, all 3 of the signal vowel partners, CE, CI, and CY are all mixed together, okay? And when you do your homework, I want you to talk it out, right? So I want you to work with a parent or a reader teacher, and I want you to say what's happening. Now, in all these words, if a letter is clowning around, I underline it. Or if a partner is clowning around, I underline it, okay? So when you talk it out, you talk about if a letter's clowning around, you can, let's do like this first one. To talk this one out, like, in this word, the letter U It's clowning around, making the U sound. Because remember the 5 vowels, the letter U is the only one that doesn't say its vowel name. It says oo. All right. So the letter U it's clowning around. It's making the oo sound. I see a signal vowel. I see a C. I'm looking for a signal. There's a signal vowel E, and that letter E at the end of this word, it is silent, and it's a signal, right? Doesn't tag anything because it would land right here on the end, right? So that's how you would talk it out. And to work with your parent, so this word is ambulance. Ambulance. Like if you ever got hurt or something, an ambulance would come pick you up and take you to the hospital. So when you're working with your parent, if you don't know what the clown sound is, just they might have to give you a clue, like, this letter U is clowning around saying ooh. All right. So again, I want you to talk it out, sound it out, make up a sentence. All right. Good job, good job, good job. We're going to sandwich the vowels, right? So this is going to be a little bit different. Remember we talked about before when you're sandwiching the vowel, if the vowel is a part of a partner, it didn't count, but this time it's going to, all right? So there's 3 steps for this exercise, this homework exercise. You're going to underline the partner, you're going to circle the vowel, and you're going to sandwich the vowel between 2 sounds, and then you're just going to sound out the sandwich one sound at a time. And you always start at the back, right? So very first step, we're going to underline the partners. The partner in this word, ER, is a partner, and CE is a partner, all right? And then step number 2, you're going to circle the vowels. We're going to circle all the vowels in the word, which are E. And step number 3, you're going to sandwich the vowels. Starting at the back, very first sandwich is tur. You said tur. Then the next sandwich is sen, and it's sen because that E changes the C to an S. Sen. So we're going to put that sandwich with this other sandwich, center, in the center of something. So when you do your homework, there's going to be a whole sheet of words where you're going to sandwich the vowel. So that's practicing, decoding practice, breaking down the sounds practice. Good job. All right. More homework. We're going to see the sounds in your mind's eye, all right? So that third eye right here in the center of your mind. So you're going to sound out the word. You're going to look at the word. You're going to sound it out. You're going to close your eyes and see the sound. Listen for the sound and for how many sounds you hear. So in this first clue or this first example is the word dance. You said dance. Look at dance. Now close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Keep them closed. Don't cheat. Keep them closed. Dance. And then dance. How many sounds you hear in dance? Let's see, we hear d, s. Open your eyes. You hear 4 sounds in dance, don't you? But look at it. In the word dance, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 letters, but the letter CE is a partner. S, dance. And because it's at the end of a word, right, the E is always silent, so you wouldn't pronounce it dance, even though it's a partner, because the E is silent, okay? So it's dance. Good job. So again, when you do get your homework, you're going to have a whole sheet of words where you're going to see the sounds, see and listen for the sounds in your mind's eye. All righty then. So like I said, this is a really, there's a lot of stuff to learn in this class, but I think you got it. All right. So just more homework practice where you're going to do some more writing. And I've mixed, it's sort of they're all mixed together, all 3 of the signal vowel partners, CE, CI, and CY. So you just do some printing, right? And then for my levels 2 and 3, same thing again, but you're going to do it in cursive. So it's a lot of homework, there's a lot of stuff to learn, but you got to practice, practice, practice. Because if you get this down pat, your readings, your ability to read on another level, let's say that you're in the 3rd grade. If you understand this, you'll be reading at the 4th and 5th grade, just like that. All right. So this is more of your homework. We're not going to do this in class today, but you're going to, they're all mixed together. So you're going to eye tracking exercises for the 3 CI signal vowel partners. Okay. And then you're going to take away the lines. You're going to do it one more time. You know the drill. All right. Hey, we haven't seen this guy in a while. Alpha ear. Okay. So in alpha ear, we're going to help Alpha finger slide and sound out the sound strips here, right? Let's do it quickly in class today, but you're going to do it at home. And you can add another element to make it more challenging or exciting by adding a time clock, right? So you can say, I don't know, put 30 seconds on the clock. And if you can get through to all the way to the end of the second strip, but if you make a mistake, you have to start back over. You can do that or not. Just practice. Let's do it together. Ready? Go. Se, se, si, se, se, si, se, si, 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 se, si, se, si, se. And remember, the letter I is a which sound? Eh, it's a high sound. And the letter E is a wizard sound. Eh, a deep sound. All right. So again, you're going to do that in your homework. Moving right along. More homework, and this is where you get to play. You get to play a game. You get to make flashcards, right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to ask your mom, your dad, or your teacher to make 2 copies of this page on thick paper, and you're just going to cut them out, and you're going to make flashcards, right? And so when you make your flashcards, you can play the memory game, you can play Go Fish, or you can just use them as flashcards. Okay. So again, more practice. Remember, practice makes perfect. And you should have fun, all right? Now, this is a part of your homework where you're going to use SOS, which means sound out steps, to crack the code. You're going to use those SOS clues to crack the code. So the codes are partnered. That heart means a partner. Whenever you see this triangle stands for a clown hat, right? You see the silent lips lady, that means silent. You see the tag or E sign, or you see the 2 partners kind of linked, the middle link partners. So you're going to do this, you're going to do your homework, and you're going to use the sound out clues to practice sounding out all these words. And I want you to practice and practice, practice until you reach perfection. That means until you make no mistakes. All right. This is just, I believe, part 2 of the same thing. You're going to crack. You're going to use the codes to crack. You're going to use the codes to crack the code to sound out these words, okay? And when you got it down pat, then you're going to show your stuff. You're going to show, we took away all the codes. It's just like when we do the eye tracking, I took away the lines, do it one more time. So I took away the codes. You're going to do it one more time. And you're going to see if you can sound out these words as fast as you can. You can use a timer, see how long it takes you to get to the very end, or you can set a time and see how far you get. You can, like, let's say you set the timer for 40 seconds and you see how far you get, how far you get in 40 seconds, and you can do it 3 times to see what your best score is. Now for mom or dad or reader teacher, your job, if they make a mistake, you can go so they have to keep sounding out a particular word until they get it right. Okay, so again, it's really important that you practice, 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 and you might as well have fun while you're doing it. Now this next part of your homework, we got to think fast, right? So you got to think about the letter C. If the letter C doesn't follow Signalvault, it makes this regular bounce sound, okay? So you're going to, each of these, the words are paired up by 2s, right? And so you should be able to read them just like that. Like this is lace and this is lack. The reason this C is pronounced an S, like the letter S, because it's followed by a signal vowel, and this C is not, right? So lace lack, right? So I need you to sound out the pairs and tell why. All right, good job. All right, so again, that is a part of your homework. Dun, da, da, da. This is a big class, wasn't it? We had a lot of stuff to go over. There's a lot of homework. There's a lot to learn, but it's a really important class. Like I said, if you get the signal vowel classes down like that, you'll be reading at another level before you know it. But so now we're at the letter sounds countdown. All right. And as of today, you've learned 57 letter sound codes, and we only have 46 to go. So let's look at the letter sound codes clock here. So we are right here. Look where we are. We're right here. Look how far we've come, right? We are past the halfway mark, right? So we're just ticking away. We're on our way to 103 letter sound codes. All right. Big ups, big ups, big ups. All right. So this is the part where I need your help. I need you to share. Now, if there are any parents or reader teachers in the room, if they're not, call them and say, Mom, Dad, come here. Right. So what I need you to do, I need to tell somebody. I need you to pick up your cell phone, send a text, and I need you to share. Let somebody know about this class. And I need you to give me a grade. If you learned something new today, and I hope that you did, please show me that you did by hitting that like button right at the like button on the at the bottom of this video. I'm sorry. I'm so excited because we're learning all this new stuff. Or if you haven't done so yet, please remember to hit the subscribe button. That way, whenever a new class becomes available, you'll be one of the first ones to know. All right. So again, tell somebody about the Sweet Sounds of Reading program and all the stuff that you're learning. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All righty then. So here we are. Remember, practice makes perfect. There was so much to learn in today's class. I'm all tongue-tied. So remember, before you go, there's two quick things that practice makes perfect. So I need you to practice the signal vowel partners. This is one of the more important classes. The Tag or E class, the signal vowel classes, and there's a couple of more. They're all important, but these are the most important if you want to be able to break down the sounds inside of any words. If you practice and you get these down, sky's the limit, all right? And one more time, for children who know the code, the letter sound codes, and who's that? That's you. There's no such thing as a word too hard to read. So, with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in the next class, okay? Bye for now.